welcome back to the channel. As 2024 comes to a close, I've been thinking a lot about how far this year has taken me. From starting with a stable job in IT to diving headfirst into real estate and marketing, this year has been a ride. And I want to share that story with you. From the wins, the challenges, and of course, the lessons that made it all worth it. So go ahead, grab a cup of coffee or a cup of hot cocoa, and let's take a look at the year that changed everything. At the start of the year, I was working IT. A safe, stable job that was predictable, but at the end of the day, I felt stuck. I felt like there was more I could do. And I heard the voice in the back of my head telling me there was more out there for me. And I just didn't know how to go after it. It wasn't an easy decision to leave. I built comfort around what I knew. But as the saying goes, if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. So I took a leap of faith. By Q2, I moved to Florida and I started doing door-to-door sales. It was a huge change, knocking on doors every day, facing rejection, and learning how to build instant connections with people. It was tough, but it taught and showed me grit and resilience like no other job had. There were days where I'd knock on 50 doors. Of course, you know more than that, but we'd hear no 49 times. But by that one time you got that one yes, it was like magic to your ears. It made it worth it. And honestly, I wouldn't trade any of that experience for anything. It gave me confidence to push boundaries I didn't even know I had. Unfortunately though, the company that I was working for, doing those door-to-door sales, hit some serious turbulence. Leadership fell apart and everything started to unravel. It became clear there wasn't going to be a future there, so I decided to pivot and focus on building something of my own. After stepping away from doing the door-to-door sales, I knew I wanted to take everything I learned thus far and apply it to building my own path. By Q3, I started working on my first business. It wasn't perfect. Nah, it's still not perfect, but we're getting there. But it's my own. I focused on real estate investing, marketing, and web design, building skills and finding opportunities wherever I could and wherever I can. One of my first big wins was locking up my first real estate deal, getting that first deal under contract. That moment was surreal. It was like, okay, I can do this. And from there, the momentum started to build. One of the highlights from my year was attending Clever Summit. Walking into a room filled with people who were killing it in their fields was both humbling and inspiring. Meeting Cody, aka the Clever Investor, and hearing from so many incredible speakers really shifted my perspective. One thing that stuck with me was success isn't owned, it's rented. And rent is due every single day. That really hit home because it tells you no matter how far you've come, there's still always more work to do. The summit wasn't just about learning, it was more so about leveling up my mindset. This year wasn't without its challenges, to say the least. Deals fell through, buyers ghosted me, and I had to make tough decisions about where to focus my energy. But those moments taught me some of the most valuable lessons. For example, there was a deal I thought that was a slam dunk, but the buyer backed out at the last minute. It was frustrating, but it forced me to build better processes and to build better communication with buyers. Every challenge became and becomes a chance to improve. One of the projects we've been working on, or I've been working on closely, is with Chad and the gang. I'm sure we'll put up some photos all around. Taylor's Commons. I've talked about it a handful of times before, but we're super excited about it. You can check it out down below. I'll put a link down there. We've been pouring a lot into it, and while the launch was pushed back, I'm excited about what's to come. Sometimes the delays happen, but that doesn't mean we stop pushing forward. The goal is still to create something amazing, of course, when the time is right. Alongside that, I've been revamping my marketing strategies, testing new creatives, and working on ways to engage more effectively. It's all about staying adaptable and finding what works. As the year comes to an end, I feel like the momentum is just getting started. From real estate deals to collaborative projects, there's so much to look forward to in 2025. The biggest focus for me right now is building relationships so we can all win together. Because at the end of the day, success is a team sport. And as I look ahead, I'm reminded of a quote from earlier this year. You are the architect of your own destiny. That's been my guiding principle, and I'm excited to keep building in the new year. Looking back, here are the 4 biggest lessons I learned this year. Number 1, take the leap. Change is scary, but staying the same is even scarier. Number 2, adaptability is power. When plans fall apart, find a way to pivot and keep moving forward. Number 3, consistency wins. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about showing up every day. Number 4, invest in your relationships. The right people can help you unlock your full potential. And most importantly, remember, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. This year has definitely been one for the books, and I couldn't have done it without the support from all of you guys. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Your encouragement means more than you know. Even if it's just with a thumbs up on the video or a view count, it's more than you know. As we move into 2025, I challenge you all to take the leap, bet on yourself, and chase the dreams you've been putting off. Start where you are, use what you have, and trust the process. Let me know in the comments what your biggest win was from this year and what you're looking forward to in 2025. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need a little inspiration. Here's to a new year of full possibilities. Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2025.